Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Train Man, and, why am I emphasizing the man so much? There are a couple of Trains-related comments that I need to... Jesus, that was loud. Trains-related comments that I need to answer, but I might not have the time at the moment. This is what I've been doing so far. This is the line... Where is this? Oh, this is the line from here. I mean, the topology is going to be a little bit changed once we actually get it up here, but this is kind of a mock-up of what it's going to be like. Just having a passing sighting here, there's going to be a little water tank here, but I haven't gotten around to putting it down. But all in all, this area is almost done, but the crashes are impeding me at the moment, because I get something done and then it, screws me over and I can't get too much done at once anymore. And I'm running my first initial tests with backing up the map. Or, not my first initial was already done. I'm running the final tests, and I'll get to that in just a second to see if it worked. But I'm here to ask you guys the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. That is, the universe. That is, this map. We have 4 choices. Still. Once again, north, south, east, and west representing, although if you could just write the names of the choices, that'd be much better. I'm going to focus us in on Temeros, because it is the first and most familiar section of the map. As for the south side, we have Temeros 2 Portal. I'll go over a little explanation in just a second. West side, we have not Zanzib anymore, Galgora to Lambit, which is up here. As for the north side, we have Temeros to Arturo, which is over here. And as for the east side, we have Susqueca to Caps Junction, which is probably just off the map, just off of what I'm looking at, depending on how I build it. Let me just explain to you what all these are. And I'll just take a look at the area while we're at it. South. This is where the map currently ends. You go past the large TV and ARR roundhouse, exiting Temeros. You go across this bridge over this river that I don't think I named, and then you hit the edge of the map. This is going to go to a portal to God knows where. But it isn't built yet. It's going to be a slight descending grade. We are at 200 feet above sea level, and this is just leaving the mountain range, basically. It's, instead of turning eastward as I originally would have had it, it's going to turn westward slowly to indicate that it's going back down towards the water level route. It's, of course, a double-track main line. There probably won't be any industries on the way, and it'll just be passing through forest. Probably a quick set of episodes. Let's do west now. Let's just zip on over there thanks to the magic of the map. This is in fact what I've been working on. West starts here. As a matter of fact, this goes to a town called Lambit. It is in the middle of a deep forest and it's 300 feet above sea level. That track directly connects to this track, although how exactly is a bit uncertain. Oh, crap. Well, I may have to pitch this down in order to make it make more sense. But until then, it's going to remain like this, because this is just how I built it, and it's how it works in my head. Then this track ducks in here, goes into a tunnel, and appears above itself somewhere on a ledge that doesn't exist yet. And then goes out into the canyon, goes up some more, and then you're at Lambit. In the middle of the forest, up there. on another cliffside, another tier above this. It's mostly single-track narrow gauge with some passing sidings along the way, water tanks, coal depots, the works. Now to north. Back to Timmeros. This is where the map currently ends. This is northbound to the small town of Arturo, which is where there is a pulp mill. The town of Arturo is an interchange, well, not really an interchange, but it's a meeting point between narrow gauge from Hapston Cliffs and the standard gauge main line, which is a double track. The main line between here and there is mostly level, and it's going through a pass which is decently wide with mountains on both sides. Not like these kind of mountains, like the little hilly mountains. I should call them hills then. Now for east. This is where the map currently ends. We have a small bridge crossing over the 2-foot narrow gauge, heading directly eastward. This track bends around quite a bit in order to ascend another 200 feet to a town called Caps Junction, which is where this meets with the main interchange of the narrow gauge, which is a double-track main line that leads all the way from Ollerston, which is in the far south reaches of the map, to Modico and to Scrag, Cap, and Meast, which is some places we'll get to later. Again, it's fairly straightforward. It's not fairly straight, but it's fairly straightforward. Single-track narrow gauge, probably 1 or 2 passing sidings. Ascending through mountain passes, probably at least 1 tunnel along the way. Just throwing that out there. Caps Junction is fairly simple. It doesn't have any industries, it's just an interchange point, small yard. Not too much interesting going on there. So let me just return to Timmeros and go over the decisions once again, with a little bit more detail. South, Timmeros to Portal, double-track mainline, slight descending grade, forested mountains. West, single-track, Galgora to Lambit, narrow gauge, ascending grade, steep. North, Timmeros to Arturo, level grade, double-track, standard gauge mainline. East, 3-foot narrow gauge, high, steep grade to Caps Junction from Sesquica. Remember to leave your responses in the comments, and let's go check on something very important. It's here. Now this is all I'm worried about. Because this exists, it means that I can pull the plug on TRS 2006 after exporting these guys to a CDP file, reload the game, and then start working on the zombie train, the actual, driving the train around bit. Because I'm not gonna trust TRS to record that if it's gonna crash every 20 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and remember to post your answer in the comments below. I can't do this without your help. I'm not going to decide on my own. Trainman out.